analyze the effect. Like if you try to attribute some
maybe physics,
yes.
the intricacy of physics may click on you. Sorry. If you watch a painting and look at the details of the paintings, you know the painter knows, for example, what a building looks like in the windows and doors and chimneys and inside, all the structures and so on. By observing, the picture itself, you can infer a lot about the artist.
You say infer? Is that what you're doing? Is inferring Allah as theoretically the artist?
We are being logically just.
This is the logical approach that one can take if you don't have the faith already. You can take that approach and you will see that even logical approach leads us to this inference. Someone who has a faith, we don't have to start from scratch. We have various other reasons why we believe Islam is true, Quran is true, Prophet Muhammad is true.
Well, sorry, I'm about to leave myself now. All I want to leave it at this is because I believe that scientific theory, if you want to study religion as well, that should be fine. But I think that when people study religion, they should also study scientific study methodology alongside it, because I think that when people just accept like one version of a story or an event.
But science does not contradict God. Do you see the point? You can study as much of science as possible. His whole argument is try to tell you science, in fact, confirms the existence of...
Some factions of Islam don't believe in the theory of evolution. So that's
what does evolution have got to do anything about God?
Within laws.
Absolutely. Maybe not with God,
Look,
the origins.
just 1 second, Ken. I think here's the problem. Evolution seems to be a comfort zone of the atheists. When evolution does not explain the origin of matter. Irrelevant.
The
evolution
origin of matter, to me, as not believing in any...
Does evolution explain that?
In anything.
Martin, does evolution explain that? Origin of matter?
No.
Exactly. So evolution is a red herring. You don't need to bring evolution in when we want to talk about...
It's such a big part of
when it comes to the origin of the universe, the cosmos, bringing an evolution in is a red herring. It's irrelevant.
It's still part of the time.
No, we're talking about
evolution is still its laws. You need energy and all this randomness.
Which it has. We have fossil records of Neanderthals, Denisovans.
No, I'm not talking about.
These were all evolutionary stages from which humans grew from. Because do you know how humans actually came to be?
So what is the point we are discussing?
We were originally chimps.
So much of in a comfort zone of the atheists. Evolution is a comfort zone.
Evolution does not deny God. Rather, the process of evolution, we explain that you need energy, you need laws, you need that number. So what I have already discussed.
I'm not disagreeing with those laws of nature, which I've reaffirmed from the very beginning.
If you accept laws of nature, that means this intelligent being is there.
It doesn't necessarily mean it's an intelligent being.
When you say laws of nature,
it means there's a point of origin.
When you say laws of nature, is nature conscious?
I don't believe nature is conscious.
Right. So how does nature transform things in organized complexity without being conscious?
Through the laws of nature.
Hang on. The laws are there.
Yeah.
It
stems from the point of view of the universe, but again, you're trying to brush over.
Think about something.
Let me just go back.
Kane. Think about it. When a human embryo or any embryo develops, right? The cells multiply. As the cells multiply, they eventually form from the cells to tissues, and from the tissues to organs, right? So say, for example, initially there are cells there which are indistinguishable from any other cell, okay? The cell starts dividing. Eventually they will aggregate together in one place, the heart, and they make the tissue of the heart and eventually the organ. Now there is already a program for them to go there. What's telling them to go and aggregate there and not here in the stomach? Because these cells will differentiate into the cardiac cells. They're slightly different than other cells. Likewise, the cells for the kidneys or for the lungs and so on, they're different. So all cells are differentiating. How are they going there in a specific place to accumulate together and organize themselves in this particular organ? Because there's a program. The question is, you believe in a blind programmer. We say it's sensible to believe and infer there is a conscious, intelligent programmer who programmed this. For you, the program just happened. It just happens by chance and randomness.
The program is sexual selection because sexual selection is what deviated chimps from humans. Before humans evolved, we were all chimps. But one group of chimps... Well, let me just finish.
No, I'm not going to accept that. Just say, this is my blind faith.
It's not blind faith, it's possible.
Then, wait, Kane. This is where, when you're speaking about as an evolutionist in this belief, I have to question this. All you see in the fossil strata are layers of species that left behind in their fossilized form. You are assuming one form gave rise to the other.
As he mentioned...
Why are you assuming that the top form came from the bottom form? Why are you assuming that? Where is the connection?
There's the Denisovan cave. I think it was in Asia. There was a cave found, and there was fossil remains which clearly showed that a form of a human existed X amount of years ago. I'm not sure the exact time frame. So that's verifiable evidence of how we
you don't understand evolution and the fossil record at all. When you have fossils in the layers, you see these are layers, yeah? You have one fossil here, one fossil there, one fossil there, and so on. Why did you make an assumption this fossil evolved from that? All you see... Wait, Kane, wait! I will give you the chance to explain. First, understand the problem. Why are you assuming that this evolved from this? What connection do you have? What evidence do you have?
Okay, here's my evidence.
It's a blind faith.
Do you know how blue eyes originated?
Blue eyes?
Blue eyes.
Tell me.
The first person with blue eyes originated 10,000 years ago, meaning that before 10,000 years ago, humans didn't have blue eyes. It was a gene mutation. We have verifiable evidence that it came from a single male ancestor, and that ancestor reproduced, and any person that has blue eyes today is a descendant from that ancestor. That's your evidence. That's evolution, because we evolved, or that group of people evolved.
Have you heard about irreducible complexity?
Sorry?
Irreducible complexity.
I've not.
Okay, let me give you an example of a mouse trap. Do you know what a mouse trap is? Trap a mouse, right? Put some cheese in there, and there's a trap, there's spring, and when a mouse comes in to eat the cheese, that's it. Can a mouse trap evolve by itself? Without anyone making it? This is called such complex that you need all the pieces together to function. You cannot have just a spring by itself, and so on. You cannot reduce it to one component. All of these components have to be together to function.
Do you agree with that?
The eyes, yes.
So, sorry, do you believe in sexual selection?
Wait. Your understanding of evolution is really mundane level basic. What I'm saying is, have you studied genetics?
At a high level, yeah.
Which level? University degree?
Not a formal university. I'm saying at a high level.
No.
I know, for instance, that...
Wait. Did you study genetics in a university?
No.
Degree, master's, PhD and beyond? No. So it's a basic level. All you have read may be books that talks about this in detail. That's not a high level study.
The foundations are quite clear.
Hang on. I studied genetics during my module in the university degree. But I'm not claiming I have knowledge about genetics. But I understand the mechanism. What I'm saying is, your knowledge comes from propaganda materials from evolutionists that you've read. You've seen their videos. You've read their material articles. You may have read some of the popular science books they produce. That's all, isn't it? Have I missed anything?
There's also empirical evidence.
Hang on. You haven't done any experiment yourself. All you have read is by those propagandists, evolutionists, and they say, this is our experiments we have done, and that's what you've read. Have you really gone through the paper and understood that paper and the article? Have you gone on in your laboratory and verified that experiment?
Verified the sources, yeah, from a...
No. Have you done the experiment to verify it? You haven't? Good. So you're taken by blind faith.
But I'm just asking you.
So wait.
I answered your question.
So, no. You haven't answered. You have not answered my question. So now, when you have a level here, a fossil, and you have another fossil in here.
Do you think he's being fair in this?
Well,
Look. I'm asking you.
wait.
I'm asking you a very simple question. You have a fossil here and a fossil there in the two layers. What's your evidence that this evolved from this one?
I'm not an anthropologist, so I can't.
But you claim this is the case because you brought fossil record as an
You
evidence.
just mentioned that. You mentioned that the details. You mentioned that the details aren't always important, and he cited.
I'm saying that evolution has nothing to do with nullifying God.
Yeah, because even you can have a belief system in which.
Do you accept the theory of
Just
evolution?
to, brother.
Yes.
I'm telling you what you said. Even you can have a belief in which God has put this mechanism of evolution to happen by these selection pressures and so on. It doesn't nullify the existence of God.
so is that how he made the first person? Or how he made us?
No. What I'm saying is
Human race.
the evidence that you're providing firstly is faulty. You don't even understand the evidence. So I'm questioning that. But when it comes about, we say the first human beings was a creation by miraculous intervention. Even in the evolutionary model. Miracle. We believe in miracles. You don't. Because we believe in Creator who is knowledgeable and who can intervene and who can create things which you did not even expect.
So how did the creator create the first person if you're saying that he could have done it that way also?
No, I'm saying evolution and all its mechanisms is in no way a nullifier of God's existence. Because you can have a belief.
Maybe I misunderstood you. You said he could have done it that way.
No. I am saying, you haven't misunderstood. I am saying you can have a view, even a theistic view, in which God created the first living things and he put certain laws in place, and then because of these laws, they just evolve from one from the other. You could have done that.
Yeah, but
It doesn't. That process does not. That process does not nullify God existing or not. Do you follow that? That process of evolution does not nullify that God exists or not.
It doesn't confirm that God exists.
It doesn't nullify it. That's what I'm saying. When people like Cain brings evolution in place, it's an attempt to reject God and nullify God. I'm saying, even through evolution, as the brother is saying, it has nothing to do with God's non-existence. So you need to now explain from an atheistic perspective, why does something exist rather than nothing? Why do we see organized complexity and transformation without an organizer, without a designer? Because we see throughout design. All you are accepting, all you're assuming is design can happen by chance, because that's what we observe in the fossil record. No, we have observed nothing. We only see organisms in these layers, and you're making an assumption, a fundamental assumption that this evolved from the other.
You talking to me?
Okay. That's an assumption you're making, right?
Well,
That will evolve.
sexual selection does exist, and I already mentioned the blue-eyed ancestors.
How many times have we bred a dog? Hundreds and thousands of times.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a dog into an elephant?
No, but that's because genes are forever.
Wait.
Genes are immortal.
Cain. Have you ever made a dog by selective breeding into other than a dog?
Well, that's not possible.
Have you experimented in your lab and kept on breeding a dog and changed the genetic material and then transform itself to another species?
Parts of other species.
A dog is still a dog,
Well, I mean,
whether it's a
pig,
Labrador
you can
or the
adapt a
terrier
pig's heart
and so on.
to a human's heart. You can
No.
genetically modify.
No, you are genetically modifying and putting an ear and so on and so forth. It's still the same species, right? A Drosophila with a half a wing,
Yeah, I need to go.
with a half a wing, still a Drosophila, right?
Take it easy, buddy.
Yeah. So when people say like, oh, we have observed transformation happening in our lab about speciation. I mean, come on, all you're bringing about bacteria. Bacteria is still a bacteria. It doesn't become a virus, has it? With this genetic transformation.
I mean, I see where you're coming from with that.
Anyway, Quran is a book. If you read this Quran, Martin, if you read this Quran, it will really give you the guidance that you need.
I've read it.
Yeah.
And
So-
when we have more time, I'll be around next week. I don't know if you're
Yeah,
still
yeah.
here for a while or.
Oh yeah, next time and then next week as well.
I'll be here next weekend
Yeah.
because I have a whole lot of questions.
Sure.
And
We can go through that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So let's leave that. It's been a long talk. No, that's fine. We can talk to Martin again later.
If you ain't packing up, then yeah, I have a couple.
Sure.
Oh, I have a couple more questions if you ain't packing up now. But
We need to go because someone already asked me to go and see him.
right on. I ain't gonna hold you up, buddy. Appreciate it. It's been fun.
Thank you.